Welcome to Star Trek Online. You are the second officer aboard a Klingon bird of prey, currently in charge of the Night Watch. You are in command of the ship while Captain Jerlak and First Officer Duran are off duty. Your shift nears its end. Third Officer Lieutenant Kagan would like to have a word with you before you leave the bridge.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Sir, we are nearing the end of the shift. I have logged the watch into the duty logs. I recommend approving them and the records of battle before Captain Jerlak arrives.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Everything awaiting your approval is on the console to the right of the main view screen.
This is Star Trek Online, and this is, as you can see here...
You have completed a task by approving the duty logs. Return to your contact.
A Delta recruit.
I see the logs are updated and approved. I took it upon myself to make some adjustments to the standard disruptor target practice program on the holodeck. I think you'll enjoy the improvements. Captain on the bridge.
Approach the captain and press F to interact with him.
I'm going to leave these pop-up boxes on this one.
Look, I see you kept my ship from blowing up during the night watch. Get to the racks as soon as you can. Your next shift starts in 6 hours. First Officer Duran and I will take it from here.
But the other ones, I'm going to turn them off. I just want to see if there's anything different. This is my first time doing the Klingon one, so we'll see how it goes.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
The reason why I'm keeping these boxes up is not only the Delta Recruits has this new thing, but it's also the beginning of Season 10. So,
move to the center of the room and then target and destroy holo targets.
I just want to make sure that there's nothing new or a mechanic that's changed or anything like that. That would have been painfully honest.
In combat, right-click on a target to fire your weapon.
If I just had the little boxes on. So, you'll see the boxes in this tutorial, but from then on and on the other tutorials, you won't see them. I'm still debating. I made 3 characters, and Farscape is the theme. That is like one of my all-time favorite sci-fi shows. I mean, Star Wars, Star Trek, Farscape.
While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available.
Let's not forget Firefly. I mean, I have some. Let's put it like that. But Farscape, by far, got the most emotional reactions out of me.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Ah, okay, here's the Delta thing. Greetings, I know this is going to sound like the ramblings of a lunatic, but I'm you from the future. So she's come back to warn me about what's going to happen. And this is something common that happens. Let us begin. There's a war coming. An ancient race known as the Iconians once ruled huge areas of space, including this one. They had the power of gods, technology far beyond what anyone else had. It took all the Iconians' enemies rising up against them to defeat them. We thought they were extinct. Now we know we were wrong, and they've returned to take back everything that was once theirs. That's where you come in. This is where I come in because I'm going to save the day. And this is how I see now they're explaining the war that's going on for Season 10 that's being built up for the past 5 years. Most of our warriors had no opportunity to gather intelligence on this race, their capabilities, and their possible plans, but I did. Throughout your career, we will benefit from the knowledge I'll give you today. When the war with the Iconians comes, the galaxy will have a fighting chance. I can't just drop everything on you at once. And so this is why, through our career, we will be getting information. So she's going to give me this device where she will be able to communicate with me as I progress through the game, as I level up and grind the hell out of this game. So,
you are now a Delta recruit. You have a unique trait that gives bonus dilithium ore to you and your teammates.
Oh, I expected her to say something else. Okay. So, here we are. And I thought that I would start with the Klingons because I haven't done the Klingons before. I usually play the good character, you know? So we'll see how I do with this.
IKS Sigma, this is Captain Jurlek. We are ready to receive the transfer.
Captain Jurlek, this is Captain Khadgar, the IKS Sigma. We're beaming over the Federation prisoner now.
Prisoner received, Segpa.
Whoops.
Main shields! Battle stations! Battle stations!
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available.
Okay, my first question would be, how did the Starfleet know where to be and when? So do we have a mole on the inside? Whoops. Okay, one thing I need to do is turn on some nameplates or something. Here we go.
Gapla'l, you're alive. This is First Officer Duran, and here's the situation. We took custody of a Federation prisoner from the IKS Sigma almost immediately after transport. A Starfleet cruiser showed up and attacked. We took some severe damage, but we were able to get our shields up before they could beam over. They've launched shuttles and have boarded the ship on the lower decks. Our security teams are tied up all over the ship, so I need your help securing the lower deck. Grab a rifle from the armory locker, and then make your way to the lower decks. I don't know how they were able to enter our shuttle bay, so check the bodies for anything that can give us a clue as to how they were able to board us. One or two of them might be carrying something useful.
Interact with the armory locker by clicking on it to get a disruptor rifle. Once you've equipped the rifle, you can press the Z key to make it your primary weapon. When you defeat enemies, sometimes they will drop an item. When a glowing...
Okay. I also wanted to give people that might be interested in partaking in this an accurate idea of what the tutorials are like. Now keep in mind, from my experience, most of the game is not voice acted this much. That may be something that they're trying to change in the future, but as it is right now, a lot of the missions are not voice act, does not have this much voice acting in them. So I didn't want you to think that the game was like Elder Scrolls Online, for example, or SOTOR, that had a whole bunch of voice acting in it. Now, one thing that I find interesting here
You can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z.
is that the Klingons actually have a melee weapon. This is my first experience with it. Now, keep in mind, I don't have a max level character. But this is kind of cool. I actually have a rifle, I guess. A gun. I usually have phasers and beams, but not guns. So this is going to be... I'm interested in this. Okay, I can't go there. Wow, it is a gun.
An item is dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
You hear me reloading it? I'm reloading it after everything. every shot. Now, in my excitement, I just hopped straight into the game. And I foolishly did not edit any of the settings other than the graphic settings. So I need to adjust volumes. I don't want to do it in the middle of the mission, because then if I do, then one part will sound one way and the other will sound another, so I'm not going to do that. So I need to turn on some nameplates, if only so that I can tell who's who, and I need to adjust the volumes because the combat volume is kind of high. Okay. So I guess that's not a tattoo on my back, but it makes you wonder, how is that staying up? Maybe it's hooked to the collar. I don't know. I can't. It's not. Okay, here we go. It wasn't. I was hitting the button, but nothing was working. Now, as far as my tune is concerned, I had a little trouble making her. All of the tunes, I made one for each faction, and instead of leveling the other ones, it just didn't make sense to level the other ones when these Delta Recruit ones get more benefits. Oh boy, here we go. So, what I decided to do was just do the Delta Recruits. So, Captain Jerlek is the mole. My captain is the mole. Okay. You traitor.
You recovered that message from the Federation borders? My suspicions about our patak of a captain have been confirmed. I've been seeing signs of Jerlek's cowardice and incompetence for months now. But finally, this is the proof I need to challenge him. I see you are near the brig. I want you to talk to the Federation prisoner there. Find out why he is so valuable, and then report back directly to me. Gapla'l.
Gapla'l. Okay. Gapla'l. Wait a minute. Gapla'l. Yeah, I'll get it down. So, so making this character, usually she has. Wait a minute.
Someone wants to talk. First off, this is Captain Jerlek's ship, correct? And if my hunch is correct, Jerlek allowed the Federation to land in an effort to rescue me, thereby saving his own hide in the process. It's my business to know things. Does First Officer Duran know of the Captain's betrayal? If she does, I expect she's already challenged and killed Captain Jerlek by now. Honor duels in the Klingon chain of command. So predictable. Challenge the person above you to a duel to the death. And if you win, you get their rank and position.
Trying to reach First Officer Duran.
Oops.
I regret to inform you that she has been relieved of her duties permanently. But I am glad it is you who called. You are my new first officer. I suggest you make your way to the bridge and prepare to follow my orders.
You killed. Why am I shocked about that?
Yes, I killed her. She insulted my honor with baseless accusations of treason, and then attempted to take my ship through treachery.
The accusations were not unfounded.
Ah, now it makes sense. As my new first officer, I hope you are not as foolish as Duran was. Or do you want to join her in death?
Wow.
Captain Jerlek killed First Officer Duran. That I did not foresee. Jerlek is a coward, and he was one we could easily remove. Duran should have been able to get the job done.
Wow.
Like I said, it's my business to know things. Captain Jurlek wants to trade me for his life. More of your crewmates will die in the process. If you have other plans, well, don't let me tell you what you need to do.
I'm going to have to. It gives me the right to challenge him in a duel to the death. If you defeat him, you earn command of Moya.
Members of the Klingon Defense Force can challenge the officer above them in rank in a duel to the death. If they win, they earn the position that the challenge held, up to and including captain of the ship. The doors on the other side of the room will bring you to the turbolift, which you can then take to the bridge to challenge Captain Jurlek for command of the ship.
So is this something that happens all the time?
Objectives also appears on your compass.
I mean, am I going to have to keep fighting idiots who try to kill me?
Are you fit to assume your new rank?
I now take my place as first officer. I serve the captain, but I stand for the crew.
And I stand for the crew. I assume you mean kill the captain and take his place? Foolish child. You don't understand. The Federation is the enemy the Klingon Empire cannot defeat. Time and time again. For centuries now, we have battled them again and again. And when we were allies, the Federation dominated us, subsuming our culture with their own. We cannot conquer them. We should not try. We will have our victories. But I am not facing off against the Federation if there is a way to avoid conflict. It's not cowardice. It's survival.
Only a coward and fool would sacrifice Klingon warriors to save their own miserable skin.
You think you can kill me, whelp? You're welcome to try.
Okay. He kind of has a point, but you should go down fighting. Wow, that was quick. Wow, I am ruthless. Man.
Sir, I see you are captain now. I am Kegon, son of Kerr. I now take my place as first officer. I serve the captain, but I stand for the crew. I will enter the change of command into the record of battle. Would you like me to address the crew?
Yes, you know what to do.
Attention, crew. Captain Jurlek and First Officer Doran are dead. The former second officer is now in command of the ship by right of combat. I am now the first officer. The captain has ordered us to prepare the ship for combat. We're going after the Federation dogs who dared board our ship.
Well, the crew has no problem with it. Alrighty then.
Engines
Okay.
and shields are online, sir. I expect weapons soon. Our cloaking device may take a bit longer.
Kapla!
You are now in command of the ship by right of personal combat. The Federation ships that attacked are still in the area, and the IKS Sekpa is likely to need assistance in dispatching them.
Okay.
Your order, sir.
Now that's different. That icon is different.
Congratulations, warrior.
Signifying a completed quest. The tutorial is not over yet.
Captain, there's no sign of the Segpa on scanners. We don't know if the feds destroyed her, but I suggest we not worry about that just yet. Engines and shields are operational, but we need iridium to facilitate immediate repairs to other systems, and our iridium stores were lost in the ambush. Fortunately, there are some asteroids in the vicinity that might have what we need.
Increase your speed using E. decrease your ship speed by Klingon has joined your crew.
Awesome. Now, I have to relearn how to fly. Because that's the one thing that I need to improve.
Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
I'm looking at my ship because I have a bird of prey on my Romulan character, but it doesn't look like this. Interesting. Okay, so one thing that I do need to improve, and it's like a general thing.
Hell! Full stop! Sir, I recommend we use the scanners to see if this contains any iridium.
Okay. Is improved like my flying abilities. And
this asteroid contains no iridium, but there is that nearby field that might prove better prospecting.
okay. And just better understanding of the game.
Hell, full stop! Sir, I stopped the ship this time, promising you'll be responsible for controlling the speed of the ship.
Okay. Oh, now that's nice. Look at that multiple scanning there. Calibrated scan.
Found several asteroids that contain iridium, Captain. Weapons are back online.
How convenient. So. Okay.
We found some iridium.
So that's the main thing that I want to do, revisiting this.
Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
And I have to turn on auto loot too. Yeah, because this clicking. So anyway, one of the main thing that I want to do is have a better understanding of the game and ships and skills and that kind of thing. Fly better. Just do everything better. And the only way that you're going to get better is if you actually spend time in the game. So one of the... Wait a minute.
Captain, I'm picking up a Starfleet distress signal. Seems that a frigate looking for us took a hit in a nearby asteroid field. They are disabled. Might I suggest we add to the record of battle by disposing of this Federation scum? Your order, sir.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
So one of the things... Now what was I saying? Don't you hate that when that happens? You're making a perfectly valid point, and then you forget what you're saying. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Or maybe this is wrong. We'll see. The only way that you're going to get better is if you actually spend time in the game and practice at it. So that's what I wanted to do. And one of the reasons why I waited is once I started hearing rumblings about the different changes coming, it just didn't make sense to finish leveling up, for example, my Romulan.
Captain, the science officer has determined to find the Segpa because the feds are jamming our sensors. Unfortunately for them, we have determined the location of the ships that are jamming us. My recommendation is that we destroy those ships so we can locate the Segpa. It's going to be a tougher fight than what you've faced so far, but the crew is feeling up to the challenge.
Today's a good day to die.
Your order, sir.
Let's do it. So, one of the... Now what was I saying? Here we go again. Yeah, I don't remember. So anyway, that's one of the things that... the main general thing is that I want to get in and stay... Oh, I remember what I was saying now. When I heard about the rumblings of the different changes coming to the game, it just didn't make sense to continue leveling up my Romulan when the Romulan that I made for as a data recruit or a Delta recruit gets more benefits. It just didn't make any sense. It would be different if I had already leveled it up. But a lot of the people that that already have max tunes are turning around and creating new ones because they want these benefits. So that's the reason for the wait, and I'm glad I did. And season 10 is here, so it's I think it's knocking out several birds with one stone, so to speak. Now, as I said, I made characters for all three factions: one science, one tactical, one engineering. And they all have the Farscape theme. Yeah, I made them all Moya.
This is Captain Khadgar of the IKS Segpa. Where is Captain Jarlek?
Dead. So what?
Finally! That miserable Toba had been a blight for far too long. Congratulations. May you bring glory to your ship and your house. Speaking of which, do you want to join our fight against this Federation Patach? My long-range comms are down, so I cannot notify High Command of the situation.
Gapla'l! Watch me start saying this. Outside of this game.
Communications officer, make a report to command. Give them our coordinates and tell them the Segpa is in need of assistance.
Gapla'l!
Activate high yield.
So, yes, I named.
Sir, the Federation ship is hailing
Of
us.
course, because I want to talk.
Increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
This is the Federation ship USS Musashi hailing incoming Klingon vessel.
You're about to die.
Captain Jarlek, what are you... Wait. Where is Captain Jarlek?
Dead. I just like that
Well
answer.
then, I assume you realize how outgunned you are? I'll cut you the same deal I had with Jarlek.
Sir,
Give us your
Klingon
prisoner,
Defense
and
Force
we'll let you
reinforcements
escape
are
and
warping
live
in.
to fight another day. Failure to comply means we'll disable your ship and take the prisoner by force.
Wrong.
Your order, sir.
Kill everything.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm not. So anyway, all three factions, all of them have the Farscape theme. Yes, all the initial ships are Moya. I will be changing them around to I don't know what later on, but Farscape is one of my favorite sci-fi shows. So I thought that it would do justice to bring Farscape into Star Trek. Yeah, I know. Everybody's probably got, like a Captain Kirk or a Spock or something, so yeah, thought I'd do something different. Alrighty. I wonder how close I am to finishing the tutorial. Now the goal is to level them all. Now see, I'm not real hyped about the I better watch out before I die. I'm not real hyped about the Federation because I know there's going to be a lot of grinding involved. So I'm most likely going to be doing a lot of the duty officer stuff to sort of counteract that. But the goal is to try to level them reasonably within the same... is to try to keep their levels somewhat the same. But I just want to leave the loophole that if I find one faction being a hell of a lot more fun than the other, then I'll probably... I'm enjoying the Romulan one. And this one, I am actually surprised I'm enjoying it as much as I am, because I usually play the good character. And all I've mentioned in previous videos, that's something that I wanted to change, but Klingons are like unnecessarily stupid evil. That stupid evil that just makes no sense sometimes. So I didn't know how much I'd like it, but so far I'm enjoying it.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to
We're
report
going
to
to
the
stay
contact
here
and
while
turn in the
repairs
mission.
are underway. But you need to get that Federation prisoner to Kronos immediately. High Command is expecting him. You probably want to space him by now. I know I did, but that would be a career-ending move for you. Just get him to Kronos.
No, I'm not emotional. I have a job to do. Free costume change.
Congratulations, warrior.
Never gets old. All right.
So you're the one with my prisoner. Congratulations. We've captured him many times, but no one has ever actually gotten him as far as Kronos before he escaped. He's quite the prize. First City, and we'll make arrangements for the prisoner transfer.
Okay, let's beam down. You guys better not mess this up. Oh, this seems to be the end of the tutorial. So I will see you guys in the next one.